And I'm joined in studio now by Mr. Boo Linton. He is the president of a company called GDT Tek Incorporated. GDTK is their stock symbol. Boo, good to see you again.
Good to see you, Don. Thanks for having me.
Well, it was kind of interesting. You guys put out a press release here very recently about an acquisition deal. Tell us about that.
Yes, it's Green USA Recycling is the company. They're a turnkey solution for a complete zero emissions, completely clean landfill. And we've been working with them because our technology from GDT Tek, the Phoenix waste heat to electricity system, is also a perfect fit with them. Now, as it turns out, we've been working really well with Don Willis and their company, and we were able to work out an agreement for the purchase 25% of that company, because it's our goal to continue to launch our systems and work in conjunction with them and just work as a team much better. So we do have Don on the phone, and he's certainly the expert in the whole landfill part of the operation. Our part of the business has mostly been, up until this point, the technology that enhances that operation.
Well, let's talk to Don. Don Willis is on the phone with us. He's the president of Green USA Recycling. Don, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Don, your company states that outside of nuclear waste, there's currently nothing going into landfills that cannot be recycled. Can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely. When you look at what the components that make up what the waste that goes into a landfill, it's all things we have to go and manufacture, whether it be metals that we have to mine out of the ground, petroleum products, natural gas, wood that we take out of the forest. Whatever it is that goes into a landfill came from raw materials that we have to go get somewhere else. And then we use them essentially one time and throw them away into landfills. All of that material can be reused for something. And at our facilities, what we do is we have two main focuses. We have the material that has no BTU value, such as metals and glass, that we recycle for reuse. And then we have the BTU components that we recycle for energy. And we essentially convert wood, plastics, tires, paper, textiles, polystyrene, anything that has a BTU value that essentially came from a carbon source. And we manufacture that material into a pellet, and then we gasify that pellet and use the gas to generate electricity. And that's where we found the best benefit. The U.S. is in desperate need of additional energy. With the new air regulations going into effect 2015, there's a tremendous amount of electrical generation that's going to go off the grid, and because of the efforts to minimize coal usage, and the nation's going to need a new source of energy to be able to move to as coal continues to diminish. And the RDF pellet is a wonderful way to go. It's recently been classified by the EPA and the White House as a renewable source of fuel. And so we feel we are primed to take advantage of an opportunity in the market, and as coal moves out, move RDF pellets in to fill that void.
Now, what was it, Don, about GDT Tek that attracted you to this deal?
We have very much the same philosophy as far as zero waste. On our end, it's zero waste of resources. So we can keep things from going to a landfill. We can mine old landfills to remove the valuable materials that are buried there. And then GDT Tek, once we gasify that pellet and convert that gas to electricity, through any system that generates heat, there's a tremendous amount of waste heat. And GDT Tek has the same philosophy we do, except on the heat side. Ours is on the resource side, where they have the ability to utilize a tremendous amount of that waste heat so that it is not wasted. When you generate power, you have a lot of waste heat, and the machinery and the environment inside the building, et cetera, has to be cooled. Cooling is one of the largest expenses a power plant can have. With GDT Tek systems, we can not only recover a lot of that waste heat and make additional use of it, but we reduce our cooling costs because a lot of that heat has been diverted through their system as opposed to having to go through a cooling system.
That's remarkable. Again, the company that we're talking about is GDT Tek Incorporated. GDTK is their stock symbol, and of course a new partnership with Green USA Recycling. Gentlemen, very exciting booth. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you.